Hello and welcome to what is we on episode number 12
Hell yeah.
of
Hell yeah.
Trigger Happy. Today we're not really celebrating this stream. We're getting ready for the stream after, which is the 1 year anniversary of the GCA. At least putting videos out wise.
Oh yeah.
But before we get started, Nerd Slap, how are you doing?
Doing well. Been kind of a busy day, but finally getting some time to relax and just kind of hang out with y'all. So it's going to be a good show. Looking forward to later tonight. Make sure to go check them out over on the channel and celebrate the 1 year with them.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And I can't believe it's been a year.
It's crazy.
Norman, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. Daredevil's kind of meh. I've just passed 30 hours in Icy Shadows last night, and I got to the end of Act 1. You know, you storm Nobunaga's castle. Like there's a army of people with you, and then you go in. You have this cool boss fight with him, and then right as Nobunaga's about to perform stomach surgery on himself, the game crashed, and I was like, oh well.
Yeah, I saw that. It was perfect timing.
Perfect timing. Literally, he's about to stick the blade in, and then boom, game dead.
Oh, nice. Like game committed seppuku.
Yeah.
So wait, you're telling me that that the new Daredevil, Born Again, isn't very good?
No, it's not.
What if I told you about this thing?
Oh, I'll take 1 million of those. Yeah.
Oh god, no,
Almost,
no,
You know who will-
no.
You know who will take 1 million of those? The landfill.
It looks like 2 minutes before they said action, someone took Play-Doh and just put a mask on her eyes or some bullshit like that. It looks terrible.
We were
Yeah.
all watching it on Discord together, and as soon as he pulled that out, everyone was like, "Oh my fucking god!" That's great.
Worst episode ever. Worst episode ever.
Actually, the episode wasn't bad; just nothing really happened in it story-wise. But I don't know. We
Sorry,
might get
dude.
more into
That
it.
was trash.
Nagernal, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Come
Thanks,
on.
Nagano.
More things have happened than that.
We got a clip for that.
Yeah, I'm sure things have happened. Yeah.
Yeah, do I need to find... Where's the clip at? I gotta find it. Hang on
I
a
think
sec.
you need to play the clip.
Now it's time for Corbin to say the word of the day. So tell me, my man, you happy here? Big wow. Thrill. And now,
Thrilled.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to borrow that one next time.
Crease on here for the first time. How are you doing, man?
What's going on, man? It was last minute. I was like, it was like 4 something up my time. I was like, hey, you want to come on? I was like, sure, man. Yeah, I'm on. Yeah. So what's going on? I'm honored to be here. And once again, congratulations, guys. 1 year. Most groups don't even make it like for the first 2 weeks. So congratulations. I'm so happy for you guys. So happy.
Now,
Thank you, man.
am I correct in saying that what we did inspired you guys because of how bad we are? That you were like, we could totally do it.
I can never confirm or deny. But I'll say this: without the GCA, there is no For the Homies. So congratulations, you guys. You guys did it in 1 year, and I'm so proud of you guys for being monetized. So proud. #1 cheerleader, #1 black friend to help you guys out. Yeah.
Hell yeah! And we need to educate you on how to use the OK symbol next time.
This is
Yeah.
okay. My bad. This is not okay. Okay. All
That's
right.
not for you to use. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. I know somebody's birthday's coming up, so you never know. You might get a pass or something. I don't know.
Dude,
Yeah,
how many wristbands you got on there?
Oh man, I got like
How many clubs were you at
6
last
of them.
night?
That looks like
Not enough.
at least.
Seven, I think. Something like that.
You bring in the drip, you got the aviators, the do-rag going, the Cobra Kai shirt. I'm liking it.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, and it feels like you're at slightly better angle than usual too.
Hey, listen. I mean, Mo's not here, so like once again, ain't no damn trash can. I'm just sitting on my damn bed, okay? Like Mo
I didn't
started
say
a whole
trash
entire
can.
culture.
You just brought it up, but yeah, now that you say it, it does look like your phone is in the bottom of a trash can looking up at you right now.
It's a tablet.
Surely. Anyway, Steak Man, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Yeah, I missed you guys on Monday, so it's good to be back. It's been like a week since I talked to y'all. But I did my first monetized stream yesterday. That was really exciting. A bunch of familiar faces
awesome.
dropped in chat.
Oh,
It was
sweet.
fun.
Was that on Kick?
Yeah, yep.
So did you get monetized because of the changes, or did you actually get enough people?
Yes. So I got monetized because I think I'm probably at around like 30 followers now. So I was almost halfway. But yeah, that definitely made it a little quicker for sure.
All right, I'll turn Crease down a little bit. You are right; he's a little loud. You're getting demoted. Oh, wait, you have your shit to automatically adjust your volume. Oh man, I don't even know how to address this. All right, let's turn that on. Say something, Crease.
What's going on, people?
Okay, we got a baseline. Now, turn you down a little bit. All right, we'll do that.
This is what professional streaming looks like.
Amen.
Let's see
show.
here. Okay.
Shout
already
out to
showed
Weasel,
that,
the number one furry.
I wanted to start out talking about this this chair. I don't know who this streamer is that is unboxing it, but what caught my attention is what goes on top of the chair. So this guy is unboxing. It came from China, as you can tell by the text there.
It's just arrived from China.
I think someone said it's a $15,000 gaming chair.
Looks like a nice chair right there.
I'll turn it down so we can talk over a little bit. Have you guys ever bought anything that comes in a crate like that before?
No.
I don't think
Oh,
I have
that
either.
size, no.
Nah.
Even my Secret Labs behind me, that came in like a bespoke box. Wasn't a big crate like that.
Right.
Mine came in just box.
Usually when you get something that comes in a box like that, they start asking if there's like pallet jack or forklift accessibility.
Oh, the wiring in the back. God damn.
Yes.
You said it was how much money?
15,000.
50 cows.
My
They'll go
God.
on
Look,
top
it comes with
afterwards.
Holy
Chop
shit.
on
There's
there,
10 grand right
lift
there.
that into
For a gaming chair?
Yeah,
This thing's only
15,000.
330 kilos, so
That thing must vibrate and all
For a
sorts.
gaming chair.
it's just
Maybe
Wow.
it does vibrate the gooch. You don't know, Nagranol.
hub, storage on the
Freaking
side.
better.
Snack
Other
bin.
side
I like
buttons,
it.
And then also wheels for the side as well.
Not sure if those wheels are even doing
I don't
anything.
think there's anywhere in my
Ammunition,
house that'll
so
even fit that chair.
Pops up.
It's got a freaking ammo box.
How ammunition goes in there. This is your armrest.
Well, yeah, there's a couple of mod deuces that are going to go on top.
Oh, okay. Well,
Dude,
But
I
this
missed
is a
that part.
gaming chair.
Have you guys ever played Saints
It's
Row
not
Gat
that-
Out of Hell?
No,
I don't think so.
just
So there's like a seat in it that has guns on the side. You can just like sit in it and ride it around and shit. And shoot people. It's
That's
fun
awesome.
game. Yeah, it's a good game.
So heavy.
So the
At least
guns
30 kilos, but I think they're closer to 50.
and the barrel are what like help support and suspend the monitors up front.
Now these. They're
That's
obviously
freaking War Machine's gaming
got a
chair.
real
right there.
barrel. Like that. Oh, there's a lot of weight in it. But
That looks like a solid barrel. For 15 grand though, I think I could just make this myself.
Take a lot of filament, but yeah, you get there.
Well,
eventually.
no, I'm not saying with a 3D printer. I'm
I
just
know.
saying, like,
All you have to
I'm
do
gonna
is
go to like
say
Harbor
its
Freight and
name,
get a welder. You
which is
know?
Cloven.
Okay, it's voice activated.
Open.
Voice activated. Hey, yo. Okay.
I don't know,
now
man.
I understand why you spend that
If
much.
you're gaming for like
Yeah, it's
6
ready to
hours
fire.
and then you need a piss and you gotta go
Down here, you've
Cloven,
got the
open, you
LED
gotta sit
lights.
there for
You
5
can either have
minutes.
them in multicolour, or you can have your favourite colour.
Cloven, more
Down
hot
here's where you keep
pockets.
your computer, or we've got an Xbox.
It just fucking wheels you to the
keyboard
fridge.
holder.
Get it yourself, bitch.
Yeah.
This button here is for your light. Up here, 2 of those. And then
Cloven,
adjustable.
toilet mode.
Toilet mode.
Yeah.
Hey, they probably
This thing is
have a
voice
version
activated,
like
so it'd
that.
say,
Okay, now
Cloven,
wipe.
Screen
Nah, it's got a
down.
bidet built in.
Oh hell yeah, dude. I'm here for.
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's in the right position. Now I can recline back. So I just say, Cloven,
Cloven.
lay down.
It's actually kind of cringe how you talk.
Too much
to
work.
be
Yeah, this
honest.
is too
I
much.
don't know why he's putting on a Swedish accent every time he says Cloven, but
I know.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't play games like that.
I know.
it's-
It actually doesn't look that comfy.
No, it doesn't. It looks claustrophobic more than anything.
It looks like the dentist is about to say open wide. Oh.
Yeah, I'd maybe have a nap in it, but I'm not sure about gaming in it.
I don't even know if I'd be able to nap. It doesn't look that comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm not very
I think
good at
so.
sleeping on my back. So,
Yeah, me neither.
we got Corn Boy for 199 dropping
Corn Boy.
thumbs up.
Corn boy.
Thank
Corn
you,
Boy.
dude.
Homeboy. What up, brother?
And
When you gonna
we
start
got
streaming,
Drew.
man?
What's up, Drew?
True.
Operation Outstanding in the Field. Member for 1 month. It's weird seeing Jessica Lynn Storm in the chat without a wrench. Oh, that's a good point. Does she?
I
not have
agree
one?
with Drew.
No, she's not a mod, surprisingly.
Oh shit.
I know.
She is not a mod.
She probably left because I haven't seen her talk in a while. Let's see here. I found her.
Yeah, she said like one thing.
Add as moderator. All right. Now you can not live in fear from Phantom.
That's a good point. The other team hacks your chair.
Yeah, it goes into fleshlight mode or whatever. I can't concentrate.
Can't remember if they named it specifically.
Sounds like a Diddy DDoSed your chair there.
Speaking of fleshlight mode,
Oh, okay.
we got this funny.
Wow.
Gotta be he's saying it like that. Nobody's gotta be that.
So he's taking the golden shower right in front of millions and millions of people.
That's quite a powerful flow, man. Gotta give him respect.
Gifted.
Yeah. Especially for an old man his age.
Amen.
Yeah. Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blood.
Hashtag bless.
Now, so we've been playing Repo quite a bit, or at least as much as I can. I wouldn't say quite a bit. And I learned what that staff is with the stone is on top recently, and I may or may not have killed myself twice with it, but so I got a funny video here. Someone,
It's a prior staff. The priors are everywhere, man.
So
didn't know it did
35K to 1K in seconds. Check
Uh-oh.
this out. This is wild.
Oh
I would quit.
Everything they put in there was destroyed by the staff hitting the ground.
Oh my word.
So it goes off if it hits the ground.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
if
that's
bang it-
messed up.
If you smack
Yeah.
it against the wall,
It's
that
that
goes
sensitive.
off. Yeah.
Dude,
Ew.
Snake Man, you and I were actually playing, and someone was like, "Hey, have you seen ABF?" And you're like, "No, but I found this staff." That was when I killed myself.
I never knew that the staff actually did anything. That's crazy.
Yeah, do not bump it into anything.
You stumble upon the remnants of you just like
Have you?
laying there. Hey, staff.
So you haven't had a chance to sell it yet? I
Um,
imagine it's probably.
up,
been
Isaac?
sold
well, I was
out.
bringing it to the thing. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, see.
All right,
Hey, Cassie.
Cassie. I found this plan the other night, and yes, it doesn't look exactly the same because I got the colors inverted, but I made.
Oh.
Let me remove it. I made this. So I'm
That is
currently.
cool.
I need to reprint the eyes because they need to be this part white and then the
Yeah.
pupils black. So, but I just wanted to show you it. The arms
That's
move.
cool
The head can turn. And the eyeballs move around too.
Awesome.
That's awesome, bro.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So I
sick.
thought that was kind of cool.
How long does it take to print something like that?
This took 15.4 hours.
Dang.
What?
And
Damn.
it's actually longer than that because there's here I can pull it back up. It says right here 15.4 hours, and you have to do 5 different plates, which means you have to change out each one. Let's see here. You can look in 3D view here. So each one of these are different plates you have to do, and you have to wait for the plate to cool off so it properly doesn't stick to the plate anymore. And then you could just print off regular eyeballs if you want
crazy.
to paint them.
So like 17 hours.
Can I,
But,
can I get the link for that printer?
Yeah, no joke.
It's actually it's a pretty popular one. The Bamboo A1. It's,
okay.
They make ones that are way more expensive, but from the research and people telling me, they're like, just get this one. It does the exact same thing as all the super expensive ones. So I've been having a lot of fun with it.
Now you printed that P90 as well, right?
Yes. This P90 right here shoots rubber bands. And the little magazines are what shoot the rubber bands. So when you run out, you can actually get a different mag that you printed off because you can just print off just a magazine with rubber bands loaded in it. So
yeah, that's
awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, but I think that's all I had for repo.
I have a video that
You shout
can
out
pull up.
Wayfarer.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. I think I sent it to you. It's the most recent message on X.
Oh, on X. Let me see
Yeah.
here.
That's the one I was talking about before the show. I gotta find this.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, I gotta find this and put it in.
Oh man, is the audio only coming through in one ear?
Oh,
Let's see here. I'm gonna turn it down because it's kind of loud.
Hell yeah.
Oh, come back here.
it's one of the best spots.
That's awesome.
I think they're playing the song in game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
So
They're all
rapping.
sticking together.
They're rapping. It's turtle time, man.
Hell
Does
yeah.
this remind you of being in like an Xbox Live
Yeah.
lobby?
Or any GTA lobby.
All it's missing is the ceiling pigeons. You know, I'm talking about Grease, right?
Yes, I know about the ceiling pigeons.
That's
Jesus Christ, man. Oh man.
So-
Yeah, Isaac got it. Valiant got it.
I did not get that at first.
I wasn't paying attention, but I get the joke now.
Oh,
No risk it. I get ref. I'm always the ref.
All right, this one's kind of funny. So everyone's been trying to damaged Teslas lately. Have you guys seen how this
Oh,
guy
boy.
damages one? What do you think? You think that dude's got the sugar foot?
He's like, let me try again.
If he even has a foot.
I mean,
But
there's
dude,
a lot of
look at-
power going into the side of
Yeah.
that, I gotta say.
Look at this four-wheeler, though. Did he buy this thing off of Temu or something?
Dude, the suspension on that thing must
I
be
wonder if
crazy.
he built that.
Yeah, it just looks like he got a kit and put it together or something.
It looks like he's found that at the junkyard and the
Dude,
frames
he
off
look-
it, and he's just taking the chassis.
He looks like the Kool-Aid. No, he looks like that purple thing off of the McDonald's commercials, man. What was that thing called?
yeah.
The Grimace or
Grimace.
something? Like
Grimace,
Yeah.
Grimace.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, there you go. Isaac was ahead of you on that one.
I like. Oh, I got it. Mad Max mobility scooter. Needs a flaming guitar to go with it, though.
No, it's not Mad Max. It's Mad Mike.
Epic Mike.
Yeah.
That's Epic
How
Mike's brother right there.
How many cakes do you think that dude ate on stream?
No, we have Nobunga in chat.
Nobunga.
Knowing him, he probably ate like 10 cakes in a row or something.
Oh,
And then he went, "What? I'm supposed to be streaming that? Oh shit!"
yeah.
Oh man.
That was a rough stream.
And then I found this clip. We don't have to watch the entire thing, but and I don't even know if we're gonna get hit by showing this, but I don't care. But this is freaking cool. So this is a game show that the contestants in it are trying to see how precise they can be with an excavator arm.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
this dude's
I've seen
on
those
a
videos
backhoe.
where like they'll like have a whole row of lighters on the ground and they'll just spark them very
Yeah.
slowly. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things. He's got to power on the device with the excavator tooth.
Dang.
Oh, he is wired in.
So they're just making shows. They're making shows out of anything.
Yeah, but
Perfection.
this is badass. This is like some high tea shit right here.
Guess next he's got to crack a bottle.
Hey.
Oh, Rizka can do that?
Hell yeah.
Could he do it?
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's bad.
That is actually amazing.
Yeah, that's
It
pretty
looks
cool.
like he actually cut the ring off.
He did.
Yeah, maybe he lost the point for that.
Yeah, maybe so.
Oh, here's the lighter. Yeah. Oh, he messed
There
up.
we go.
Sweating.
He is sweating buckets.
Yeah, boy.
You got it, man. You got it.
He's a beast.
Use the heart of the cards. Wait, this is not Yu-Gi-Oh. Never mind.
Now, the finisher is pretty cool. He's got to undo the bottle cap.
Yeah, the screw top.
And you got to come in with a running start.
Can he get it in under 2?
Hiya!
Yeah, boy.
What?
143. Hell yeah.
What?
That's insane.
That's
Freaking
cool.
Sweet.
That's pretty good. That's
We better
impressive.
not go
Well
to
done.
construction wars with Russia.
Construction wars. Somewhere down in the South, there's somebody that can do that, man. Like I believe so. America has its finest people.
We'll make that the next Olympic sport.
Yeah, it's like, what do you win? You get to keep
Yeah.
the beer.
Yeah,
I'd want that.
you already know some dude.
I want to win
Oh.
that piece of heavy
Oh, go ahead.
machinery.
Yeah, that should be the prize. You get to take home the
What was
You
that,
get
Greg?
to take home the beer. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I was gonna say like, there's some dude in the South just saying like, you know what? I know I can beat that Russian boy over there. Like, look, give me one of those. Like,
Imagine the shit talking at the bar. Like they all have like a big ass gut as they're drinking Budweiser, you know?
Like, yeah, man, that thing's got 4 prongs. I can do 4 bottles at once, no problem.
Depends on how much hydraulic fluid's in it.
Oh my god.
All right. Let's bring it back to gaming here.
Let's talk
Now,
games.
Crease,
let's talk
are you an
games.
Xbox gamer or have
Yes.
you ever been an Xbox gamer?
So, I was Team PlayStation when I grew up, but I know everybody in the crowd, calm down. I have cousins that have Xbox, so I used to play with them back in the day.
Okay.
So,
So you
yeah,
can relate to this
yeah.
a little bit. I got this fun little thing from video game history, and they kind of broke down 4 different generations of Xbox, and well, all 4 generations, I should say. Which one was your
Yeah.
favorite? And
360.
Oh,
I was gonna
360 by
say,
a mile.
yeah, 360 was my jam.
It just
Yeah,
stomps
definitely
the
the
rest.
360.
of
It was probably mostly. I was PlayStation 3, but yeah, 360 was the most one that I used to play with the most, or whatever. Before the Red Ring of Death, yeah, if you catch my drift.
Well, if you got the Red Ring of Death, you just go buy another one.
No, you strap it in a
No.
towel.
Everyone knows if you're a GOAT console gamer, you went PS1, PS2, 360, and then back to PS4 and 5. That's how you went.
Amen.
That's right.
This
Quite
little
literally.
accessory right here,
This is true.
I loved this $20 thing because it made it to
I
where
had
you
one of
could
those,
put in
yeah.
your Xbox Live code so much faster, and you
was
can
that?
talk
I don't
shit to
think I
people
had
in
that.
between matches easier too.
They're pretty comfortable too.
Oh, you're talking about the keypad?
Yeah, it goes
Yeah.
it
Oh,
goes
yeah,
right in
keypad,
between the
yeah.
controller right there.
I
Yeah.
might still have one. I don't know. I used to.
Is it next to your ancient microphone and webcam?
No, I have a drawer full of old shit here.
Now, just to go back to where it all started, like it still brings back some memories. Like you got the original Forza, Fable, Halo 1 and 2.
Oh yeah. Well,
And you got the
Fable
original
Lost
Duke.
Chapters is the definitive Fable game. If you just play Fable, it ends like partway through the full game. The Lost Chapters really adds on like a ton of content.
Mm.
Got the
Ooh,
Duke
damn, you
right
got
here.
the Duke.
Yeah. Look how long the cable is for it. dude.
Oh yeah,
wow.
the cable on that thing was like you could sit across the freaking living room.
Yeah, it's like 16 feet long. And then after
Oh boy.
so 360 the best,
Shout out.
and then we got the Xbox One.
Yeah,
which,
so-
this didn't land very well.
No, it didn't.
Mm-mm.
No.
Not even game wise.
Dude, like those things were collecting dust. Like when the PS4 was coming out, like I remember going to Best Buy one time, and like sometimes they gotta try to sell you on like getting the consoles and stuff like that. This one guy was just straight up trying to say like, dude, come on, get the Xbox, man. It's way better. Xbox One. I'm like, dog, I'm good. I like playing games on my PlayStation 4, dude. Like, just leave me alone. Like, go away. Like,
Yeah. And this is when we were like
you can,
deep into the trenches of the exclusivity wars as well.
Right.
And
yeah.
PlayStation locked down Spider-Man, so I was like, "Yep, that's me. I'm buying a PS4. Simple as that."
Yeah. And they still are
it was
using
over when
this
they got the
dog shit-
Spidey.
This dog shit headset. Remember that?
Well,
The
even
same
before
one that came
they-
with the 360. Where's it at?
DOA because
And then you had
you had
to
to have
change the
the
batteries in the controller.
See, I think they got this
That's it.
wrong.
Yeah.
I remember getting this thing with my 360. It was in
What is
white. They got
No, I definitely had the earpiece that's there. Yeah.
yeah. But I think that this was with
Now-
the 360 also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that
did
was
have
the-
one like that for 360.
Yeah. Everybody
remember
did
that.
because everybody had the same horrible microphone in the lobbies of COD.
Mhm.
I will say though that
So-
just next to the Xbox One, Rise, Son of Rome, that was a really good benchmark for like launching a new console. When people saw that game, they were like, "Holy shit, we're in a new generation for sure."
Yeah, I had an Xbox One, and I did. I remember playing that. It was fun, but I think I quickly got rid of this. and I think I sold it and I bought some more like PC parts because I took a break from it because they didn't have very many good releases. Even Forza 4 wasn't very good, and I was really in the car.
Didn't
The
like
best thing
the
to come out was this controller. It looked badass.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. Gears
Yeah.
controller, yeah.
What were you gonna say, Chris?
I was gonna ask you guys, like, I was gonna say, like, didn't like most of the Xbox controllers, if I remember, you guys had to like put the batteries in them, like actual, like
Yep.
straight up batteries,
Mhm.
or
Double
what?
A's.
Yeah.
Well, 360
I
did
was
too.
like,
Yes, they
What,
made
for
the
PS3?
accessibility controller for Mo.
The only reason I ever bought an Xbox One was for the TV that I have right over here. So that's how old the
Yeah,
TV is.
Yeah.
I got it with an
and-
Xbox One. It was like dirt cheap. Like they came together, and I ended up
Mm-hmm.
selling the Kinect in the parking lot because at that point they had already like made it so you didn't need the Kinect anymore.
And
got
Risky
rid of
makes a
that.
point here. I had a friend that won an Xbox One through Mountain Dew, and then there was another one through Pringles. There was another one,
That's
I think, who
funny.
won through KFC. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I kind of do
Well,
remember that.
you're
so
on,
they
you're
never
in,
bought an Xbox.
you're in a different country from us. So I'm wondering if they were trying to increase giveaways and stuff in other countries besides the US to
chance,
try to make
yeah.
it more popular there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And then after that, we got the current generation, which I still think that the S was a mistake, and we're starting to see that with gaming now.
Mhm.
But
The
I think
S
the-
single-handedly crippled an entire generation of games. It's so
Yeah.
bullshit.
I think the best thing to come
Bro.
out of this though is the fact that it can run a lot of the previous games.
Like I would show in Doom the Dark Ages.
It's backwards
not even out
compatible.
yet.
It's not even out yet.
And then
And,
Yeah.
South of
games are
Midnight
fucking
isn't out yet
flops.
either, is it?
Not yet, but I know for a fact that Phantom Mix in the chat's going to be playing that one. So him and Trigger happy.
Yeah. Shout out to Phantom.
Forza Horizon has been a very successful franchise, but I don't
Me too,
think
Isaac.
that the Horizon games are very good. I
Still waiting.
like the motorsport ones better, and those haven't been doing very well as of late either. They kind of watered down that entire brand.
Justin.
But I mean, Rainbow Six, like none of these are exclusive games.
Nope.
Maybe Diablo. Can you play Diablo on PlayStation?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
I
Yeah,
did.
Okay.
I did play it on PlayStation.
I'm pretty sure it
maybe
came out
Halo's
at
a
launch
letdown.
as well.
Such a letdown.
Is Diablo any good?
Diablo 4?
I bought it forever ago and I never once played it.
It depends because I really like the game, but you have to devote a lot of time to the grinding in it. But I found the grinding very fun because of the, trying to make your character more powerful to be able to do the end game stuff.
It was
And-
alright. I honestly
sure.
like Diablo 3 more than 4. I
Really?
put way more hours into 3. I played 3 so many times and the DLC.
I'm the opposite. I didn't like 3 that much, and then 4 was kind of
three.
a return to feel of the second one, I thought.
Only graphics wise.
Yeah. The story was kind of fun too, though. That's like a cinematic
Where's the
experience on its own. Diablo 3 is better.
Iron.
Yeah, I just never got into it.
Is it a hot mess? I don't know. I had it on 360, and then
I-
did I get it on PlayStation?
I never thought it was
Three
a hot
over-
mess. I just never played it that much. I kind of got into it late also when people were jumping out of it, so none of my friends were playing it at the time. That was probably part of it.
There's some big voice actors in there, especially like Grey Delisle was one of them, the female witch, and then Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, who not a very well-known name, but she's in a lot of stuff. She was like sort of Major Motoko in Ghost in the Shell, and she's actually done a ton of stuff. She's in does a lot of work on Devil May Cry games and stuff. Oh, and the singer for
Yeah.
the Silent Hill music. So
Before I put this away, what the hell kind of controller is this? I've never used it.
No idea.
which one? I don't see your mouse.
It
The-
looks
in the
like a
bottom left.
no,
What?
it looks like a knockoff nunchuck.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
I
I never
say.
saw it before.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's got to be wireless though. This is probably just a charge, right?
Maybe.
It might plug into the. That would be weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was gonna say it might
it's
plug into the
supposed
controller,
to
but
be
then it would
for,
be
like,
really weird.
media.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like for controlling, like if like you're watching something on it.
Yeah, more of a
Maybe.
remote than a controller.
I don't know. Maybe someone in chat knows.
Perhaps. I'm trying to look it up.
Oh.
quick.
Beardo calls that the strap-on. That's helpful, I think.
That makes sense. I mean,
Wow.
hey, he would know. Beardo would know.
Looks like an accessory for
Beardo
the
eats crayons.
dictaphone.
Well, he eats corn the long way.
Eats corn the long way.
Let's see here. This one I just found funny. I don't know how much storage you guys have on your computer, but this person has 15.2 petabytes, which
Damn.
is larger than a terabyte. That's the gigabyte,
That's a lot.
terabyte, and petabyte.
So is
But
that
this
like
person
1,000
says,
tera?
Dang.
how much did it cost you, and what the F do you have that's 15 petabytes? And this person says, one picture of your mother.
Wow.
Oh,
Absolutely destroyed.
rest in
So-
peace.
I don't know if anybody said it already. That nunchuck is apparently a controller for disabled people, and it has 3D printable parts to
Oh.
put on it.
Dude, that's actually pretty cool.
That's super
It's
cool.
a
Right.
adaptive
Nice.
joystick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's cool.
Nice. I figured
That's
it was
cool as
something like
hell.
that. Because they didn't even show the accessibility controller on that page that Urban was making fun of. And Microsoft is all about the accessibility stuff.
Yeah, to be fair, I
That's
do like
cool.
Microsoft's one more than PlayStation's. PlayStation's is like two separate ones, and they got the controllers on a ring. Whereas Microsoft's just a box, on brand with two large controllers or two large sticks or whatever, and then buttons everywhere.
Well,
Pretty
it's also got a whole bunch of ports in the back, and I think that's what makes it really popular is because you
Yeah.
can add stuff to it also. So it's not that it's just one controller, it's that it's a central device to plug other accessibility shit into. So
That's really cool.
So that
Yeah.
that joystick, you can plug it into it's like a board essentially, and it's got a D-pad on it, the
Yeah.
Xbox button.
I remember the board.
do you want to pull it up if you have it on your screen? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm kind of curious.
Share my screen a minute. Let's see.
Because that's, I think, one of the better things that Microsoft is good at.
So it plugs into
Yeah, I
this.
remember that one.
Right, yeah. And if you turn that thing
And-
around, there's a whole bunch of ports on the back. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and
you
then-
can
yeah, so-
you can get all kinds of other crazy custom buttons just to plug into that, and you can program the hell out of it.
They showed that on the 360 page too, didn't they?
Yep.
That's cool as hell.
But I think that nunchuck looking thing was something new,
Yeah.
and that's why they put it on that picture for that generation.
Yeah.
See,
So-
this is the kind of inclusivity in gaming we can get behind.
Exactly.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
I mean, I actually know a few people with muscular dystrophy, and we've played games together, and they've had those, and they wouldn't be able to play without it. I mean, imagine being stuck in a wheelchair your entire life and not playing video games. Like that,
Oh,
video
yeah.
games would be like my favorite thing to be doing. So, let's see here. So, I've been wanting to get back into this. I think I'm actually hard locked on a quest, and so I might need to open up a ticket with No Man's Sky because it's kept me from going back into the game. But I've been wanting to get back into No Man's Sky. They got another game coming out soon, and they've been sort of using No Man's Sky to play test all of the features for the new game as free updates in the game.
Yeah, a lot of water tech.
Yeah, a lot of water tech. And this is kind of interesting. They're doing this like archaeology update where when you're on these different planets, you can find like skulls and stuff like that, and you could turn your house into a museum. It's just, I don't know, it seems kind
Oh,
of
that's
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this
What?
game when I played it a year or so ago, and since then there's been tons of updates. I definitely need to get back into it.
Yeah, I used this
Yeah.
game as a topic for a school project. It was
Nice.
it was about how how do you perceive video games, and I went with like the art perspective, and I used this game as being one of the coolest looking games I've ever seen.
Well, that's an interesting topic because a lot of these planets are procedurally generated. And
Yeah.
you can still look at them as artistic,
There's like 18 quintillion planets or something in that. It would take you like forever to travel to them. You literally can't.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Quick little update. We're just talking about the exclusive games, but Indiana Jones is no longer going to be exclusive to PC and Xbox only. It's going to be on PS5 next month.
Indy.
If they
So can I ask you guys this real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Do you
I
think?
doubt.
Do you think it's? Oh, sorry, ABF.
No, I cut you. I actually cut you off. You go ahead.
I was gonna ask you guys this, like with the whole entire exclusive thing, do you think that's gonna kill console gaming or whatever? Because I know we talked about that in Discord. ABF, what's your thoughts on that? A little bit, like, you know.
Well, we already are. We have these, you know, different generations of consoles right now. We got the PS5 and the Xbox, and you also have the Nintendo console, which is sort of a outlier, and you can't really use it to compare. But we don't really have exclusive games anymore. We have maybe 1 or 2 per platform, right?
And it'll just be the ones that are sort of either staples. So if we're talking PlayStation, like God of War, that's never going to leave. I doubt it.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man as well. But I imagine with the Marvel stuff, that's more locked down under contract than anything else. Maybe they've got like a 10, 20 years with PlayStation and Insomniac, that kind of thing.
Probably. But if exclusives aren't really a thing, then you're going to see consoles kind of sell in lower numbers and PCs sell in higher numbers, you know, just for the purpose of gaming, I should say. But, I mean...
Okay.
The biggest thing to shake up the entire market was probably when we all got locked down in 2020. Everybody all of a sudden had a remote job, and they put a lot of money into their gaming setup, which was a PC, because they could use that for remote work at the same time. So
and people were just like going through the store and buying every game they could. That's why topical Valhalla just stormed and made $1 billion because we were all locked inside and with nothing else to play. A new Assassin's Creed game comes out with Vikings and it looks cool. Yeah, why not? Turns out it was a travesty of the world. There you go.
I've got a friend that he does remote work, and he was required by his company to spend $2,000 on his setup. So and they didn't care what you used it for. You just had to spend $2,000. So he bought a really nice chair and a video card. I think he bought like a 2070 Super or something at the time.
Yeah, I think instead of a console exclusivity, what's going to happen is these companies, PlayStation, Xbox, whoever, are going to take a step back and focus on competing for the marketing rights. So, for instance, if you get a trailer for GTA 6 that pops up with PlayStation, play has no limits, then you're going to instinctively want to go out and buy a PS6 or PS5 Pro with your GTA 6 copy. That's just how it works.
Yeah, and
because I know the recent Xbox guy said that they were like done with the console war stuff or whatever. Like the CEO or something. The last time I was it last year or this year? That's when he said. Like when I was kind of looking into it a little bit. However, I was just seeing what your guys' thoughts were on that too.
Well, exclusives sell consoles. I mean, Gears of War, Halo made Xbox like all their money, and then of course God of War and what else does PlayStation have? I guess they had Spider-Man, but that went to PC eventually. And then look at Nintendo. Obviously, people are always going to buy a Switch because it's the only place you can play Nintendo games like at their peak performance anyway.
Yeah, Nintendo's in their own little bubble. But when it comes to the other two, console wars are over. I mean, it's looking like everyone thinks that the next Xbox is going to be their last console, that they're just going to try and make sure that it's both backwards compatible and also compatible for future generations as well.
Right.
Good one that's most certainly going to be AMD again. That's where the current ones are from, and they're gonna be winning the bid for the next one too. And I bet you that already happened, and they're already moving forward with it. But
I feel like after exclusives are gone, the only thing that would make you really decide between one or the other would be small niche things like UI or like controller shape.
Yep, that's it. Or just
or
like
what your
just
friends
brand
are.
loyalty. Yeah,
For sure. But do you guys think though that like consoles will still stick around due to the sole fact that you can play games in a much cheaper way and have comparable graphics.
Yeah, because
Well-
I'd say there's about at least 1 to 2 billion gamers out there that are
Yeah.
classified as normies, and all they want to do is plug in and play. So definitely
Yeah.
consoles still have a
But-
place in the market.
Absolutely.
Don't be fooled as to the how the market really works. Like when Sony or Xbox sells a console, they're actually losing money. They're banking on the fact that you're going to spend money in the store or money some other places in the in-game apps.
Buy a year of PS
to make
Plus
it back.
or Game
Yeah.
Pass or whatever else.
Yeah.
So they're subsidizing the console, counting on you spending more later. So that's why they try to trap you in those environments. And I think that's actually one of the reasons when people figure out how all this stuff works, it actually makes people more friendly to staying on PC because they see how open some of these other platforms are, like Steam.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Bill
Watch
makes a
your
good
mouth.
point there. Like kids don't care what graphics card they have in a PC. They just want to play a game, and they see PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
That looks fucking awesome. I want
Mhm.
that.
Consoles are great for adults too. Like if you're just like a casual, player, there's no reason to make a $2,000+ computer. So
Because usually when
Yeah.
you're a normie, what happens is it will take like a single game for you to get into gaming. So like Red Dead 2, for instance, there would have been people that never touched a game in their life, but like, hey, that looks cool. I get to be a realistic, basically sim being a cowboy in the old West. And they buy an Xbox, and that's it.
I've had a lot of
Blade,
friends
Yeah.
Stellar
recently.
Blade sold consoles.
Wait, what's that?
Said Stellar Blade sold PlayStations.
Mhm.
Oh.
Hayden Wayne is a very good example of that.
yeah, actually,
Yeah, I was just about to say.
didn't that sell two? Because he bought one for his girlfriend also or something.
There we go then.
Because he wanted to play on it, not updated, and she's like, "But I want to play this game." And he's like, "Fine, I'll get you your own console."
Well, that's
Get your
Hayden being
own
Hayden
one.
more than anything.
yeah.
Yeah. Get your own
You were
woman.
saying Stank Man?
What's up?
Said you were saying something?
Oh yeah, I had a lot of friends like they'll get bummed out when they're like, "What do you play on?" And I'm like, "PC," and they don't have one, and they're like, "Man, I've always wanted to get into PC," but I tell them the same thing every time. Like, PC's cool, but if you're only getting it for video games, like get a console. It's the best way to go. They have cross-plat now. Like the majority of games, like main games, AAA games, you'll find have cross-plat. And like if you're not doing anything else with like your computer, it's almost a waste of money to a certain extent.
There is a middle ground now with the Steam Deck.
I was just
I
gonna
was
say.
literally
Yeah,
about to grab
absolutely.
it. There we go.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that.
It does not play all the games on the Steam library because some of the newer titles are pretty heavy. But I
Mhm.
think they advertise that it plays 95% of everything on Steam.
It does,
Yeah.
and I've said this before in the show, but when you're looking to buy a game on the Steam Deck, don't go to the Steam store, go to Reddit and just type in your game, is this playable on the Steam Deck? And they'll say, yeah, just go to the controller scheme, pop these controllers in, so it translates from keyboard to controller, and you're sorted.
How
Yeah.
well
Can
does
you
it
use
translate?
can you use like a PS5 controller on the
Yep,
Steam Deck?
that's how I play with my Steam Deck. You just
Nice.
Bluetooth it along and easy days.
And
All
I
you
think
need
the
nowadays
easiest,
is a PlayStation, a Steam Deck, and a Switch.
yeah, pretty
PlayStation,
much.
Steam Deck, Switch, and then Game Pass on your TV. You're sorted.
if you get the Steam Deck dock, you don't have to like mess with plugging stuff in all the time. You can just dock it like the Switch, so
Hmm.
and have it set up to play your controller and stuff. So
Yeah, that is pretty convenient.
mhm.
Yeah, I might have to get one.
I love my Switch. Tell you what.
I had a Switch and I tried getting into a few games on it, and I'm like, I think I just am not a Nintendo guy anymore. So I gave it to.
That's
to
how it was
Magda.
for me.
There's only a couple games I like, but I really like those games. I got like maybe 10 games for it, but they are very
Yeah.
good games. I love Breath of the Wild. What is it? Mario 3D World or something? Nerd Slap, we played it together. It was that co-op one.
Yeah,
I loved
I
that
think
one.
it was 3D World.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I used to have a Switch too, but I just got to the point where I was hardly ever played it, and whatever. So I just sold it. So
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I think there's a Nintendo event tomorrow morning.
10
I
a.m.
I saw something
yeah.
about that. Yeah,
I am not going to be covering it because it just sounds like it's going to be going over not Nintendo Switch 2 stuff.
They specifically mentioned we're not bringing up the Switch 2 at all.
Yeah.
So
It's only going to be 30 minutes.
Yeah.
There's
But
been
the
some
Switch-
speculation that there's going to be 2 events this month, but
Yeah.
grain of salt.
If there is a Switch 2
Yeah.
event and I get some sort of heads up on it, I will try to cover that because that does interest me. But I don't know. It is interesting though that they are going to be covering games for the Switch 1 when we all know the Switch 2 is going to be a thing in like the next year or so, right? So are they just counting? I don't know. Are developers still making games for the 1 thinking that they'll still sell well on the 2 when that comes out? Or what are you guys' thoughts on that?
You got to remember with developers, they get dev kits like a year ahead of advance. Like there's been leaks of Hideo Kojima's studio, and he's got a console under a black bag, and it's quite clearly the PS6 dev kit. So,
Right.
Yeah,
then-
these guys they get the consoles way ahead of time.
And then sometimes those dev kits
Yeah.
get sold on eBay. Those are kind of fun when you see what they look like. They look terrible,
Yeah, they're
But
just
they're like
hodgepodges.
But they're like cool with how ugly they are,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
what was it, like the PS5 dev kit or something was like really weird. It was like a square, but it had like a U shape cut into it, and it was like wicked weird looking.
Yeah.
I will say all Nintendo DSs and Game Boys were backwards compatible, so maybe they'll make it backwards compatible.
Yeah,
I
some of the
think
nice
that's
things
what
about
they're
the
banking
Switch-
on is the backwards compatibility. Yeah.
I'd probably buy one if they were. That would be huge.
Honestly, if I was going to pull the trigger on anything Nintendo, I'd just go back and buy a DS Lite because all I want to play is Gen 3 Pokemon. And that's it.
Amen. Amen.
Well, they have like all that.
Can't go wrong with Pokemon.
They have like a whole Genesis, like it's like almost an emulator, I guess you would call it, for the
Oh, the
Nintendo
subscription
Switch.
service stuff?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I
They're
love
like-
those. You're able to play Earthbound, and that game's like $500, like for an actual copy. So you could play that. I think it's on like the Super Nintendo or something. It's actually a really good service. They add games all the time.
Yeah.
There's some games I wish they would add, like the Pokemon games, but I mean, it is what it is.
To get into something a little bit more serious. So I went sometimes I go to the Market Watch and I check out different stock prices, and I wanted to see what was going on with Ubisoft today. They actually went slightly up a little bit. But it's interesting to see the opinions shift a little bit, because this is the type of article that you wouldn't normally see on the website, like say a year ago. But this person, with his opinion piece, video game giants are spending more money but losing players and profits. So this is kind of interesting because this is actually like confirming a lot of the stuff that we've been saying this entire time. There's a lot of reading here, so feel free to butt in when you want to make a point. But let's see here. Let me make it a little bit. In recent years, the video game industry has witnessed a significant shift in the relationship between major publishers and their core audience. Giants such as Ubisoft Entertainment, Sony, and EA have become increasingly disconnected. And that's what we've been saying too. I don't know why color thing didn't work there.
EA's been disconnected for a while.
From the very players they claim to entertain. This divide stems from a myriad of factors, including changing gamer preferences, questionable business strategies, and controversial creative decisions. I'd say
that the divide comes from just the increasing price and everything. Like things are going to $70. We're getting the rumors now that GTA 6 and all the games afterwards are going to be $100+ Like gamers are taking notice and they're being careful about what they're spending their money on. Like if games are going to cost $100, then you might be only buying like one every 3 months or something like that, and that'll do you.
Yeah. But do you guys think because like things are digital now, like it should be a little bit more cheaper if it's instead of for the physical or whatever? What do you guys think about that, or do you just that slippery slope or something?
Well, you do skip out on the manufacturing costs, but the thing with GTA 6 is that the game itself costs $2 billion to make, so you probably just do need to charge $100 a pop just to make your profits.
Yeah, and I don't think that it costs that much to have a physical copy made. It probably costs maybe $1 or maybe less to
Kind of disagree
make
with
a
that
physical
because
disc.
Grand Theft Auto just sells like so many copies. Like GTA 5 is still selling copies.
Yeah.
They've made so much fucking money, and then you got to figure in the shark cards. They've made billions
Yeah.
just on shark
Mhm.
cards.
Yeah,
They
don't
the rumor
need to
right
charge
now is
$100.
when GTA 6 releases, they're just going to flood the marketplace with physical copies. To get rid of scalpers, because if you can buy it anywhere at
Yeah.
normal price, then you're not going to go to a scalper on eBay
That'd be
for it.
nice. Someone
Yeah.
needs to fucking learn that.
So they go on to say repetitive gameplay and uninspired mechanics of tired formulas have left players fatigued and craving innovative and authentic experiences. The shift to which many major publishers are still struggling to adapt. One notable trend is the waning popularity of live service games. We've talked about that quite a bit. I think the live service games are just too expensive and don't work out financially for them. But titles designed for endless play and continuous monetization, live service games were once hailed as the future of gaming. However, players are increasingly turning away from games that demand constant time investment without offering meaningful progression or engagement.
Yeah, Nagano, how's First Descendant going?
I haven't played it in months.
I keep seeing people in my friends list loaded up all the time.
It's been a while since I've played
it's
it
fun
too.
for like a month, and then you're just doing the same shit over and over again.
Yeah.
Until they add something slightly new, like a
Yeah,
skin.
but repetitive gameplay, what do they say? Without giving you anything meaningful in exchange, right? But in First Descendant, you get booba and booty as a reward once you finish the grinding, right?
Not always.
No, you get that, and then you just keep grinding. Like I've used bunny since the beginning of the game. I don't need any other booty.
He doesn't need the booty.
No, I need bunny's booty.
What's up, Shock?
That's it though.
Hey, what's up, Shock? So they go on to
Shock.
say, on the other hand, games such as Elden Ring, God of War, which offer rich single-player experiences. So remember we had tons of single-player games, and then we started going to multiplayer. I think now people are wanting the single-player stuff back again. As major publishers struggle, indie developers have seen a surge in popularity. Games such as Hades, Celeste. I haven't played Celeste and Hollow Knight. Have resonated
I know
strongly.
Hollow Knight was really good. I think I
Yeah.
watched someone play through that. It's a really well-made game.
Demonstrating that tightly focused, authentic experiences can often outshine big budget releases, and this goes in line with what I've been saying. The indie developers, there's just less cooks in the kitchen and can actually be creative.
Yep.
Yeah, because like when you go talk about God of War Ragnarok, like Elden Ring definitely had staying power. But I would say Ragnarok was kind of just a flash in the pan. People played it and then they put it down a couple of weeks later.
Yeah, when
Nerd just made a point there. Just quickly earlier in the stream, we had Sons and Shadows gifted 5 ABF memberships to the channel.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks,
Nice.
Thank you so much.
How long ago was that? Did I miss it?
Yeah, it's been happening.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Well, I hope he's still here. Thank you, dude.
Yeah, we're a little
I will be on stream with him tomorrow night, so I will thank him in person.
That's right.
Well,
Stargate
virtually
show.
in person. And then they go on to talk about Ubisoft here as it could be a case study in itself. And we've been seeing that with their company increasingly having financial issues and them trying
blunder
to
after blunder.
Yeah. And they keep trying to tell us that everything's fine. And I think that a lot of these statements they put out on Twitter and stuff are to make the investors happy. But wait until they see the quarterly reports.
Yeah, I mean, from what we're seeing now, that it did debut higher than Origins and Odyssey, lower than Valhalla, of course, because that was $1 billion game. But it does seem like it's selling well. It's not going to sell anywhere near as enough as they need. And just to be clear, like Assassin's Creed Shadows could have made $2 billion and it wouldn't have moved the mark at all. Like Ubisoft is doomed. That's just the fact of the situation. You had Avatar, Star Wars, you had X Defiant, you had there's one I'm forgetting, I can't remember. But
Yep.
all these failures compiling together, it just tells you that the mismanagement of the company has been happening. It just needs a restructure. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
And
you're
then,
going to see like Ubisoft implode the way people are saying. I think you're just going to see Tencent scoop it up. There'll be a new management structure. They'll probably fire about 5,000 of their, maybe more than that, 5,000 staff, something like that. They'll just, because there's a lot of French devs that were pushing back against coming in to work after lockdown. And there's been a lot of back and forth between the management, Guillemot family, and the staff. If Tencent takes over and there's people still protesting about having to come into work, you're fired day one. They take over. Simple as that.
Yep.
Tencent will not bullshit around.
There must have been no marketing for that Avatar game. The only person I even saw play it was X-Wing.
Mm-hmm.
And outside of that, I hadn't even heard of the game until I saw him. I was like, "What is this?" And he was like,
X Defiant?
Avatar. No, Avatar.
No, Avatar.
Oh, Avatar. Yeah, you're
the,
right.
Blue people game.
And like,
Yeah.
if we're stacking up Avatar, Star Wars, X Defiant, and Shadows, Avatar was probably the best made game of all of them. I'm not even joking.
It looked
in terms of the open world
I don't doubt
exploration, the graphical power. It was quite a graphical powerhouse being on Pandora as well.
Mm.
Yeah, it had co-op.
Yeah, I think Cassie's right on this one. I think that they were politically too involved with the creative process. And I'll just blow through this part. Just highlighting that they're French and gay. Ubisoft, they made Star Wars Outlaws, which they probably paid a lot of money to be able to use the Star Wars name. They sold 1 million copies, probably not enough to make up for it.
Not anywhere close.
Yeah, it was a $300 million budget. That's a Marvel movie right there.
Because you got to remember, anything that Disney owns, they're taking 30% right off the top. And then you got Steam sales, you got console exclusive caps as well. So they made like maybe 20% of the profits off that game.
Mm-hmm. X Defiant is a live service game that they were probably paying way too many employees to keep going, even though people didn't really, wasn't that receptive. I played it a few times. I'm like, dude, this is just like Overwatch, but you're first person shooting the entire time.
You mean it wasn't the COD killer everyone thought it was?
Mm-mm. I was kind of rooting for that, but whenever someone says COD killer, don't believe it. It never becomes true. Nothing can defeat COD. Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is their best-selling Assassin's Creed game, which is also considered one of the worst.
No, it's not. No way.
I thought someone said it was. A return to the series' roots is what they call it. Managed to turn a profit, generating $250 million in revenue.
Yeah, that's not their best. That's like
definitely not
3/4 off their best.
Well, keep in mind that each game spends more than the last. So when they spent that much money on it, it sold more copies technically than the last one. I think it's what they're referring to.
Right. In terms of like the cost, I mean, maybe like cost to profit. That's where they're talking about making money, because Mirage started out as a DLC for Valhalla. That's why if you played Mirage, all the text, all the menus, all the UI looks exactly the same to Valhalla, because it is the same. Yeah. And then they realized, no, we could actually charge $40 for this as a standalone game instead of just an expansion.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 2 is the best-selling game in the series.
Really? I thought it was AC3. I'm pretty sure that sold like 13 million or something like that.
Oh, wait, exceeding 10 million.
We'll have to pull up actual charts, but a lot of the time they don't actually tell you, like, for realsies how many copies were sold for reasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
they'll never show their numbers like Disney never shows their numbers on Disney Plus.
Yeah, but it would make more sense that Mirage sold more copies though, because it was released on every single platform, including PC, in a much wider audience than when 2 was out.
Game.
I know. I don't agree with it either. I'm just saying that I think that it might have sold more copies than the rest. So
no, there's no way it sold more than Valhalla. No way.
Okay. I mean, Valhalla, everybody was stuck indoors at that time, and I bought a copy of it, and I was like, "This is fucking garbage," and I couldn't get my money back. So
yeah, even Ubisoft themselves said Valhalla was the perfect storm that we'll never see again.
Mm-hmm. Critics argue that this aggressive release schedule is unlikely. Sorry. The company plans to release 10 Assassin's Creed titles in the next 5 years, a decision that has been met with skepticism. This is not a good idea. Critics argue that this aggressive release schedule is unlikely to resolve the company's core issues and may exacerbate franchise fatigue and disconnect from their audience. I totally agree.
Yeah, we went through this last year. So a couple of them are mobile games, and then there's Assassin's Creed Invictus, which I think is supposed to be an online multiplayer assassin type game. We got Assassin's Creed Hexe, which is the next game in the schedule that's going to come out, which is going to be set in Germany. It's going to have mystical witch powers or something like that. I'm not quite sure. There's Assassin's Creed, I think it's called Sophia or something like that. And this is the most ambitious one I've heard of in a while, because it's going to take place over a couple of continents. So you're going to have India, one other place, and then sort of the Mediterranean as well. So that's quite a big world you're trying to aim for.
Yeah.
There.
And what's funny is they didn't even mention Skull and Bones in this.
That's the one I forgot about. It was Skull and Bones.
Well, that's probably the biggest L in the entire gaming industry, because it's rumored that they spent like $800 million on it.
Yes, over a decade of development.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was it was bad.
And so they go on to talk about how EA is taking a bunch of L's also. They point out that Battlefield 2042 was missing features, and this is one of the things that I was saying. My buddy picked up 2042 and I didn't on day one, and he was streaming it in Discord, and he's like, oh yeah, this game's really fun. And I'm like, really? Because what I'm watching, it doesn't feel like a Battlefield game to me. It feels like the beta. And I realized there wasn't even a freaking scoreboard in the game, and the developers were like, oh yeah, all right, maybe we should do that. And they added it like a month later. And then they go and they talk about Anthem. I bet everybody forgot about that. That was a huge mistake.
Oh yeah.
And then Concord, $400 million, and we all thought that was a lot of money, but not when you compare it to Skull and Bones. Yeah, so I love this. Its development reportedly was marred by a design by committee approach that stifled creativity and forced progressive representation in regards to Concord.
Jeff, EA broke my heart because 2042 was the game they canceled Battlefront 2 for, when Battlefront had like 20 million players after it went free on PlayStation and a few other platforms as well. They just went, nah, it's a Star Wars game. It doesn't make any money. People don't like Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember playing Battlefront, the EA DICE game. It was all right, but I still missed my old school Battlefield games. And the problem with what happened after they made the Star Wars game is the Star Wars game, they basically turned a Battlefield game into a normie game. And after they did that, it felt like they couldn't go back. With 2042, they left all the things that I hated that they put in the Star Wars game, in the Battlefront game, into 2042.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Yeah. To justify their missteps and uncreative decisions, major publishers often claim they're making games that speak to contemporary audiences and reflect their sensibilities. Sales figures tell a different story. Their modern demographics appear to be a little more than a vocal minority. Oh. Right? Because all these people complaining about games not being diverse enough aren't opening their fucking wallet to buy it in the first place.
No, because they're not gamers. They're terminally online. That's all they are.
Yep. They're people with blue hair that don't even own a console or a gaming PC.
Activists will kill your brand every single time, man. Every single time.
Just pull this up since it's up topic. We've got C&D Designs for the $2. Says Yuppie has a crack problem. Don't smoke crack.
That's some good advice right there.
It's bad for you.
Crack, children.
Don't smoke crack.
Don't do
It's bad for you.
All right, and then this is the
Don't do
last
drugs.
paragraph. Let me
Crack
read
is
this real
bad.
quick. The path forward for major publishers is clear. To survive and thrive, publishers will need to rebuild trust by embracing the values and identities that resonate with their player base. This means moving away from imposed narratives and forced political correctness in favor of authentic storytelling and gameplay that respects players' intelligence. This is this is like the greatest paragraph I've ever seen in a freaking financial article. You know what I mean?
Finally
how
got
many games
it.
today do we see where you've got yellow paint guiding you everywhere, showing where to go and things?
Oh, I fucking hate that so much.
Yep. It's in AC Shadows as well. Every
The
single
only thing I
sync
don't
point.
like about Stellar Blade, they just had to put that yellow paint in the game. It would have been a 10 out of 10. They didn't put that shit there.
9 out of 10. Amazing Booba, terrible paint.
Yup.
But yeah, what are everybody else's thoughts on this? Is it? I mean, I felt seen by reading this article out. You know, all the things you've been talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a case of you got to stop trying to make games for the long haul and just focus on It's kind of like when everyone's saying just make a Superman movie. It's just like just make one good game and then make the next one and then make the next one. You don't have to just think, okay, we're going to put 5 live service games into development. If 4 fails and 1 successful, then that's fucking awesome. We can trash the other ones and forget they ever existed.
Just
Anyone
make good
looking
games.
forward to Fair Game $, by the way?
Oh yeah, and you know they might try to go through a major change, and I think that Assassin's Creed Shadows did this. By the way, I think that you know the Yasuke was supposed to be the main character that you start off with, and they flip flopped it around. And I bet you Fair Games might undergo some sort of transformation also before it comes out.
Possibly, and then we got Marathon as well coming from Bungie. That's another live service flop on the way.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know what Snake Man, were you looking forward to Fair Games, or are you looking forward to any AAA title at all?
Honestly, I have not looked for a AAA title in a long time. Usually, actually, I lied. I'm a big fan of the Kingdom Hearts series, but they release the games so far apart that it's kind of hard to look forward to them. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I miss a couple things. I miss being able to buy a game and own the whole game. That was a huge thing. I miss single player games because once you have the competitive multiplayer aspect, there's always going to be some sweaty 13-year-old that stays home all day, plays the game. And so it doesn't make the competition fun, you know? But I mean, games kind of lost their soul, and I feel like a lot of indie companies are coming back and kind of getting that back into play.
You know, and that makes me think of it too. I think that Call of Duty is kind of losing its soul a little bit too to the Fortnite base because the live service stuff is leading into them, and now you got final kill cam stuff with like unicorns farting on you and shit.
Oh, for sure.
Even with
skins.
Fortnite though, I feel like the water's starting to cool down in the Fortnite era. You know, like I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon, but I don't think it's as hot as it once was.
No.
Well, I mean, the loot extraction games became popular because one game was successful at it and everybody copied them, and then the same thing happened with Battle Royale, and then with Fortnite was probably the game that started the trend of copying games super hardcore by introducing
if you bring it back to single player games, you got Elden Ring with the Souls-like, and how many Souls-likes have we seen in the past couple of years spawning
That's
off
true.
that?
Oh, man.
But at least those games actually turn out to be okay and not bad. You know what I mean? That's what's funny.
Stellar Blade, Wukong, Game of the Year contenders, but even then, we're starting to see that genre is fizzling out, and the hack and slash is coming back. We had Dynasty Warriors this year. There's Tides of Annihilation, which was the one with the hot chicks set in Britain with Arthurian legend shit going on. It's honestly, it's my game down to a T, and it's hack and slash as well. Like, sign me the fuck up.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever played the original Call of Duties?
Yeah.
Like Big Red One and whatnot?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys remember then, like the History Channel clips and stuff. Like, I don't know, they have come a long way, and not in a good way.
Dude,
Like,
you're right.
it's crazy.
And even some of the like World War II levels that they set up were like historically accurate as far as like you playing through them and what happened in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the last modern COD I played was World War II. That was awesome. Like you
World War
start
II was
games
a great game.
storming Normandy, you make your way inland. It's a fucking awesome campaign. It really is.
Yeah, World at War. But I want to say one of the Black Ops games that there was like a flashback to World War II where you played a level, right?
Black Ops 1. Yeah,
I think it was Black Ops 1,
flashback to Russians versus Germans.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And what is his name? He's the dude that like wasn't there. Reznov
Yeah, Reznov.
Oh yeah.
plays Reznov, and you, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Nightsaber makes a good point. You look at RoboCop. That was a single player game. Came out in 23, sold millions of copies, more than they thought. Just had a new game plus, no extra content, and now they're making a DLC expansion, new game type thing. They're being very
Which
weird.
may or
about
may
how they're
not be standalone. It sounds like.
Yeah,
so.
it's so weird how they're marketing this one.
Yeah, but everybody's like not saying anything negative about it because they're like, the first game was so good that if this one's half as good, we're gonna like it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. How much time we got here? We got
15
9
minutes, unless you guys are late and gay, but we'll see what happens.
Let's talk about one thing real quick. I just did a lot of reading. Let's stare at something for a second here and get rid of this tab.
Oh.
So this girl went live with an awkward moment.
I
We don't
remember
need
her.
to hear her talk that loud.
Cropophilia.
Or at all.
I had to just take off the sunshade for a minute just to make sure.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's the moment she
Gotcha.
realized her OBS is sharing the wrong screen.
Uh-oh.
Nervous laughter.
Okay, I will be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I'll
Uh-oh.
just,
Somebody's buying
come back in a
subscribers.
you guys still here? Still here? Oh shit. Internet went out. No, I just
Her
I needed
internet
to
went
do a
out.
little-
That's what happened.
My OBS was
Convenient.
asking me to reset something, and I needed to stop streaming.
Oh, okay.
Convenient.
That makes sense. Yeah, everything's fine.
Convenient.
The truth will set you free if you like it or not. You're always going to get caught if you're buying something.
Just real quick, we got a co-host, Hayden Wayne, 75, for
Hayden.
$20.
Yo.
The weirdos that got into the gaming industry that aren't gamers came in and said, single players dead. Gamers aren't what they once were. Then investors got involved and said, how can we make more money?
Yeah, pretty much. And that's
100%.
the problem. So the indie games typically are not publicly traded companies, right?
Nope.
Meaning they're not listed on the stock market. When you are listed on the stock market, when people invest in your company, you're promising them, that you're going to multiply the money that they're putting in, which means they have to try to extract value out of the gamers playing the games that they develop. So they will continue to be more predatory as things go on. And that's
it's not
that's a
just how
big
much
problem.
money can we make off this product. It's how can we keep making
Yeah.
money off the gamers once they buy the product.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you're going to continue to get nickeled and dimed, and they're going to not care about how much fun you're having.
I just feel like a microtransaction should be regulated to mobile gaming only. Like that's where it works, If you got a mobile game where you got like a little town or a village that you got to keep alive every month or so, you just put $5 in, get some extra resources or whatever, and then that's you sorted for the month.
If you limit it to only one side of gaming, though, Norman, then EA, Ubisoft, all those, they're gonna not make games for other platforms and only make phone games. You're gonna get Diablo Immortals only if they're gonna see that. In fact, we're already seeing that mobile gaming is growing and taking over the
Oh, yeah.
gaming market.
It is.
So,
There are 3 billion gamers on this planet, and most of them are on a phone.
yep,
It's quite sad.
it's a lot of gameplay while pooping.
Yep.
I wouldn't consider him gaming.
What about you, Kreese? Are you a mobile phone gamer? What's your level in Diablo Immortals, or actually Raid Shadow Legends? Oh, you're
I got
muted.
nothing.
Oh, there we go.
What's your rank on Call of Duty Mobile?
I got nothing. I'm like the most normie of the normie gamers here. I got nothing. I mean, you know what? just talking to you guys made me go back into gaming a little bit, man. Like, I'm starting to kind of miss it a little bit. So, just getting around some guys that know what they're talking about when it comes to gaming makes your boy want to come out of retirement a little bit.
Well, if that's the case, Kreese, I will send you a link after the stream of my Raid Shadow Legends affiliate code.
Nice.
There you go.
Don't worry, you'll get extra red gebs or whatever when you start your account. So.
Oh, God. See, this dude bullied me into making an X account like when the GCA started. Like, let me tell you something. He's trying to bully me into doing games too now.
Oh, look at that. Hoodie thinks you look cute.
Aww.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Let's see here.
You cool too, Hoodie. You cool too, brother.
Jeff, thank you for the gift of membership.
Jeff.
Jeff.
We'll have to get you back on here one of these days.
Yes.
Jeff
Jeff up north. Thank you for coming on for the homies, brother.
Let's see here.
Oh shit! I got 5 spins today in my mobile game. Nice. Let's do it.
Ooh. Oh shit! Hell yeah.
The one I play is Whiteout Survival. It's like top 3 on the App Store right now. It's one of those games you're set in a tundra and you've got a little village and you can train troops and you get special heroes and pets and things. It's pretty cool.
Oh, it's like Ebony then.
So is it like a glorified
I played a
Clash
lot
of
of Ebony.
Clans?
No, well, no, because you're not really, because you're in like sort of like alliances and things. So there could be like 30 cities all sort of stacked together. So it's not really Clash of Clans, no.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like a
I've
real
never
game
heard
then
of
if
it.
it's not Clash of Clans. Yeah.
I had a friend in high school that sunk hundreds of pounds into that game. It was crazy, man.
I spent more than I should have on Ebony.
I think we should start rolling outros. Nerd Slap, what are you going to be doing?
Well, I am going to be playing a new game. I'm going to put Doom on pause for a little bit over on Kick, and I'm going to be checking out Schedule 1. That just came out recently, and this guy over here gifted it to me last night, so I figure I'll check that out. It's pretty fun. I've watched some videos on it. I played the demo, and it's going to be chaotic, especially when you start playing with friends. So I'm going to be checking that out. But yeah, other than that, just keep an eye out on both of my YouTube channels. We're going to get another episode of Nerd Files recorded within the next week or so. And then I'm uploading stuff over on my gaming channel. So keep an eye out for that.
Awesome. Yeah, so I played the prologue and a little bit after the prologue last night of Schedule 1. It's a hilarious game.
Oh, it's so
you have to.
fun.
Apparently, there's no constitution in the game because cops can just come up to you and search you, and you're allowed to like pocket one item slot. So if you got some weed on you, you can like hide it from them as he's searching you. It's fucking hilarious. But
That's crazy.
After playing that game, I was on Twitter and discovered that people are pointing out that the in-game player number on Steam charts is like 80,000 plus.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is kind of funny because Assassin's Creed Shadows hit a top of 60. Like 64,000, right?
Something like that.
Well,
Kind
it's
of
funny.
funny.
It's funny you say that because this post I saw, it talking about Schedule 1 and Assassin's Creed, and it shows the numbers for whenever like they looked. 23,000, 64,000 all-time peak. Okay. That's decent numbers, right? 26,000 players currently with 68,000 players.
That's crazy.
All-time peak.
Just need 400 more players and then you got the perfect number.
How old is that post? 'Cause I
400
could
more
have sworn I saw
players.
one that said that there was 80,000 in there.
This is from yesterday.
Yeah, it might have been today. I saw like
So,
80,000 on
yeah.
one of them.
Yeah,
It was
it's
wild.
It's great though. It's a fun game. I can totally see why more people are playing that.
It is fun, and it's like kind of janky at times too, but the jankiness like adds to the fun somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But Norman, are you going to become a drug lord?
Done that once already. No comment. Redacted. What? Yeah, I'm gonna go and watch I'm gonna go and watch X-Men 2 because they announced the return of Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler today, and I'm pumped about that. So yeah.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, Ian and all of them are coming back, man, for X-Men 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wait, that's for X-Men 2?
Dangling them keys.
Damn straight.
Daggerdoll, are you gonna bite onto those keys like a little fishy?
Which keys?
The ones dangling from the MCU.
Oh fuck no! I don't really care about any of those movies. I don't even know what the last one I watched was. But I stream on YouTube and Kick, and please check me out over there. Actually, if anybody here is interested in the first Berserker, Kazan, that came out yesterday, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But there was a demo out for it a while ago, and I played that, so really appreciate it if people went and watched that video, because that is pretty much the best way you can support me is by watching videos that I put up. So I dropped that link in chat, so if you want to watch that, go for it.
Awesome.
And other than that, I'll be on the GCA next.
Yep.
Please support us there. I'll drop the links for that too.
Crease, what are you going to be up to?
Tomorrow for the Homies podcast, we're gonna be having our first time King Advisor. He's gonna be our special guest tomorrow. So come check us out. 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. For all you guys out there, that's what we got going on. So yep, that's it, man.
Awesome. Yeah, For the Homies, fun podcast.
That is fun.
You guys should go definitely check it out. Stink man,
Appreciate it.
Are you gonna be a drug lord?
There is a possibility that me and
is.
Nerd Slap we're gonna co-own a business.
Look at that bucket hat.
Business.
Totally.
He's already a drug lord. Come on now.
Business.
His
Like a
name is
Chinese
Stink Man.
food restaurant is the front.
He's
and
already.
shit,
He's always
you know?
got the stank on him.
But yeah, no. So you can find me over on Nerd Files. I do that with Nerd Slap, ABF, Norman, Big Back. Mondays off the hip. Wednesdays Trigger Happy. Tuesdays I got my Tarkov streams. Tomorrow, me and Big Back are going to be starting a Hell Let Loose stream. Finally, we were going to do it last week. Things didn't pan out, so that's starting tomorrow. Then hopefully some FL streams soon. But and I also want to say, congratulations on your guys' GCA anniversary. That's huge.
Thank you.
Really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, after you post Thinkman's links, looks like you already did. Can you spam the link to get to the stream? It should auto direct, but if people want to go over there and be, well, I guess you're going to be late and gay at this point, so. But yeah, I will see everybody on the next stream, and for this channel, I'll see everybody on Monday for Off the Hip.
Hell yeah.
See you guys.
See you guys later.
Have a wonderful
Peace.
night.
Who the fuck is Alec Baldwin's finger?
I can't see! I can't see! Of course you can't fucking see. I just shot a blank in your fucking eyes.
Hey, the trunk looks kind of small there, Anton.
This is live. I'm on live TV. Trunk's fine. As you can see, friend, it's not small. It's a big trunk. I'll show you right here.
Whoa, you got a dead hooker in the trunk.
What? No, it can't be.
Yes, it was. It was a dead hooker.
It wasn't a dead hooker!
Hell, I know a dead hooker when I see one.